games, but there was a big debut last night in the NBA, and it's time for Straight Talk, brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Best phones, best networks, no contracts. And that, of course, was the L.A. debut of Lonzo Ball with the Lakers. It did not go as planned for Lonzo nor for the Lakers, as Patrick Beverley shut him down completely, and the Clippers won that game with ease, Mike.
Yeah, Beverley, listen, an all-defensive player. And
94 feet.
As you're going to hear in a moment, there was a little bit of motivation behind that. But, it's a young Lakers team right now. Is Brook Lopez the best player on that team now until we see what these younger guys like Ingram and Ball are going to do? It's a team that's going to be growing, and a lot of talk of, will free agents go there after this year? We'll wait and see. We're one game into 82, but it was the much anticipated first game of Lonzo Ball, and yeah, he got stymied. But he's not the first or the last guy to come out of college that's going to have a tough opening night. I like him as a player. I think he's going to get better, but I did think it was interesting after the game with Patrick Beverley and kind of the route he took.
Yeah, just so you look at the numbers for Lonzo Ball, in 29 minutes he was 1 of 6 from the floor, 0 of 2 from the line. He only had 3 points. He only had 4 assists, and he had a bunch of turnovers as well. I think he had 2 turnovers. So he was
minus 14.
Minus 14.
Yeah.
And obviously not what he wanted. And you alluded to it. And here's what Patrick Beverley of the Clippers had to say after the game about the extra motivation that he had.
I just have to set the tone, man. I told him about the game, man, due to all the riffraff his dad brings, that he's gonna get a lot of people coming at him. He has to be ready for that, and I let him know after the game. But what a better way to start with Mr. 94 feet guard tonight.
Man, how much do you embrace?
I'm not done. Welcome to the little young NBA.
Yeah,
laying down the gauntlet right there. That's what's going to be expected, and what Lonzo should expect because of the big baller brain.
And listen, to even go away from that for a moment, when you're a rookie, when you're touted as a rookie, as a number 2 pick of the draft, you're coming in, you're as a youngster, a one and done, a teenager, maybe 20, but usually these guys are 19, 20 years old. Do you think these veterans want to get shown up, by young players doing one and dones and coming out? And some have come out and done well, but you're going to want to clamp these guys down anyway. But Patrick Beverley, we brought this question up a lot. Are guys going to go after him extra hard because of what his dad said? And Patrick Beverley went up and told him, listen, the next 5 guards he plays against, Eric Bledsoe, Drew Holiday, John Wall, Kyle Lowry, and Ricky Rubio. Bledsoe averaged 2 steals a game. Holiday and Lowry ranked among the top 4 point guards in defensive real plus minus. Wall is a former all-defensive team player, and Rubio averages over 2 steals a game. So it's and if there truly is that extra motivation, that we always said.
There certainly was for Patrick last night.
And
he laid it out there.
He said, that's what your dad did.
Yeah.
As I said, I don't want to make it all sound like the only reason they played tough against him, because he is a rookie and you're going to play tough against him, and he's going to learn. I do like Lonzo Ball. I do think he's going to be a good player.
That's the thing in this. I think the way Lonzo has handled all of this has been remarkable. It's been remarkable. And they even did that Father's Day commercial.
Yeah.
He's been very self-effacing about the whole thing. And that's the hard part, because the kid has handled all of this with grace, and now he's having to deal with the fallout. Other people that I used to always say, "Don't make me put out someone else's fire."
Right.
And that's sort of the situation that Lonzo finds. He's having to put out a fire that has really nothing to do with him.
I mean, Schlereth's line, Mark Schlereth, our old buddy here, used to always say, I have to cash a check you wrote.
Yeah.
Don't be writing checks that I got to cash, and Lonzo has to cash that check, and of course his dad spoke after the game. We're not playing it. I mean, you can go ahead and find that somewhere else. It was an embarrassment. It sounded ridiculous. So we're not even wasting our time with that.
How do you feel about that?
It's just ridiculous.
I wasn't clear, so I just wanted to make sure.
My gosh,
Yeah,
but again,
but that's the reality for Lonzo Ball. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it's going to be like.
All that being said, I do think he's going to be a
good player.
Just the way he has vision of the court, and once he gets some games under his belt, I look forward to seeing what he does and that team does with some young players. So we'll see.
All right.